influencer landscape is changing. Central has a new space to study agriculture. We quiz people about Shakespeare language, and the wrestling team is back from state. Hi, I'm Kobe Dallin, and you're watching Eagle Zone. Content creators or influencers are popular jobs that people want, or at least a lot of people are Googling how to get those jobs. But those dream jobs might not be positions you want forever. Eagle Zone's Caden Galbraith joins us with that story. Caden?
According to the Bureau of Labor, statistics show tens of millions of content creators make up billions of dollars in the economy. That's a job high schoolers of today might want, but it's also a job that people are leaving. While teachers today might have grown up on watching their favorite TV shows, a lot of students are watching content creators on YouTube.
You know, I'm a nice little plethora of content creators.
I watch a lot of comedy/gaming videos.
But a lot of YouTubers that high school kids grew up watching are announcing their retirements. A lot of them are younger, 20s and 30s, but are moving on from the profession.
And they all make sense due to the fact that it's been going on for so long. The conditions probably have changed, so they probably can't hold up the same type of standards anymore.
That could be one reason. Others listed include spending time with family or viewers and subscriber counts declining. Some say they were thinking of creating content when they were with friends and family and they wanted to start spending time with loved ones simply for the sake of spending time with them.
That Pat Kenneher's, that was a good one.
These content creator jobs are dreams for a lot of people, including high schoolers today. Creators get money if they reach a high enough milestone in subscribers and view count on YouTube. They also obtain income from sponsorships. But high schoolers we talked with who enjoy watching that content say they understand why someone would want to walk away from that dream if it invades so much of their personal time.
The people that are retiring from YouTube have been doing this for years, and so it was only a matter of time. So it's kind of just like an end of an era, and you gotta just move on from that. It was quite inevitable, actually.
YouTube has a partner program for smaller content creators. To start making some money, you need at least 500 subscribers, 3 uploads in the last 90 days. You also need one of these, 3,000 public viewing hours in the last year or 3 million views on your YouTube Shorts in the last 3 months.
Thanks, Caden. And for now, you could always go to the city for a paycheck. The city is looking for your help to fill summer jobs. The Parks and Rec Department is hosting a job fair this Tuesday, the 5th. It runs from 4 to 7 at the Arc. There are a variety of positions open, and you need to be 16 to fill them, for most of them. You can also apply online at the city's website. And an award from the Chamber of Commerce is staying with Central students this year. The Native American Student Association received the Star Award. The award recognizes students taking active responsibility, and it showcases groups dedicated to their community. This comes after Central's SAD chapter earned the distinction last year. It's our final show of February, and we spent a lot of time looking at CTE options available to students this month. Today, Eagle Zone's Sa Shui and Tristan Cunningham take us next door to the A-Tech Academy.
Thanks. We follow up from a previous story where we're looking at different additions to the A-Tech Academy. Today, we are focusing on one of those additions, the greenhouse. Eagle Zone's A-Saw goes in depth with that story.
Mallory McLeod teaches agriculture classes at the A-Tech building.
The greenhouse has developed pretty well. There's a lot of different factors that play into it. The temperatures vary, the soil, what works well growing and what doesn't. And so our first term that we had it, we learned a lot about things that we can adjust and ways to improve. So we're excited moving forward with it in the 4th term.
Students will continue to learn as the weather will be different than it was when the school had a horticulture class 2nd term.
Well, that's a little bit difficult living in South Dakota. So our temperatures play a big role on what grows in here. We've been able to successfully grow lettuce and spinach and various spices that have gone to Miss Borchard and Miss Schaffhauser, so that was really cool. But figuring out what to grow and when is probably going to be one of our biggest tasks.
Our very own Kobe Darwin has not taken the horticulture class yet, but he works in the greenhouse as McLeod's teacher's assistant.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, you know, just being able to come out here and plant or rake, whatever. So, yeah.
And it comes with some fun lessons as this class grows, an assortment of flora.
We have some pumpkin seeds, we have tomato plants, Peas, beans, carrots, radishes, spinach, lettuce, and we just started growing some flowers out here in our grow towers and inside under UV lights.
If the horticulture class looks interesting to you and you didn't sign up, you can still switch your schedules to join next year.
Thanks, guys. The guy you just interviewed was looking pretty good. You can also look into the 4-term class for this year if there's still room when you try to switch. The window for switching your 4-term schedule is now open. How high is your Shakespeare IQ? EagleZone's Max Padal put students and teachers to the test. Max?
This week, we're asking people to fill in the omitted word from Shakespeare. Of course, we ask students, but we're adding a couple history teachers.
I'm going to be asking you a bunch of trivia questions about Shakespeare. You ready for your first one?
Not really.
I don't know. I haven't read Shakespeare since I was a sophomore in high school.
And we asked an English teacher, assuming she'll know all the answers. Or will she? We'll find out.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your blank.
I don't know.
Can you repeat?
People. I don't. Lend me your friendship.
Hand.
Blood. Your ears.
Lend me your ears.
Correct. Shall I compare thee to a blank's day?
Wonderful day.
To
It's a season. There's 4 of those.
summer.
Divine. It's a nice day.
Summer's day.
A summer's day.
Correct. To blank, own, self be true.
What?
To thou.
I don't know.
To thine own self be true.
Correct. A blank, my kingdom for a blank.
I also don't know.
Romeo. Kingdom and kingdom, right?
I don't know.
A blank, my kingdom for a blank.
A horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Correct. Hang, blank, starve, die in the streets.
I have no idea.
Cry.
Stars. Live.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is that a Romeo and Juliet one? I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is from Romeo and Juliet, Act 3, Scene 5.
That one, you got to ask Mr. Apple about that.
Well, we went to go ask Mr. Apple, and he was gone. So if you want to know the answer, you can go look up Romeo and Juliet, Act 3, Scene 5.
Thanks, Max. I was following along, and to be honest, I don't remember hearing any of them in my life. We'll be right back after these messages created by media production students.
What are you doing in my town, boy?
Just walking around, I guess.
People who litter don't belong around these parts.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
Not in my town.
Welcome back. State tournament time continues for the winter season. EagleZone's Gavin Bitts joins us in this week's sports. Gavin?
Welcome to the sports segment for this week. We start with state wrestling results as the teams return from the state tournament in Sioux Falls. First on the girls' side, the team finished 4th in the state. 6 girls made the podium at the event. You need to be top 8 in your weight class to do so. Senior Maddie Gilling is the top Golden Eagle finisher. She earned 3rd place in the 110-pound weight class. You can see her on the left of your screen taking some direction from Coach Flockus. On the boys' side, the team finished in 3rd place behind Sturgis and Pierre. 11 wrestlers made the podium. You could see their names and places on your screen. And pictured on the left of your screen is Raiden Zenz. The Aberdeen senior is the 126-pound state champion. He defeated a strong Watertown wrestler who he developed a great rivalry with over the years. Congratulations, Raiden. This marks the end of a strong season for Aberdeen wrestlers. We've already shared stories about the Young and Growing Girls program. The boys team has been established for years, and this season ranks high in its history. Before the state tournament started, the boys wrestling team had already built a strong resume during the season. In state duels, the team finished third, but the outcome could have been higher. The team fell to Sturgis, but they had beaten them earlier in the year.
I think a lot of it's we got a lot of older guys on the starting lineup, a lot of guys that have been there before. We even got some young guys who have been wrestling on the varsity team for a couple of years now, so that definitely helps a lot.
But again, the state duels, we fell short, so we were hoping to win that, but we got third. So
the team won Region 3A going to state while setting a school record for team points at that meet. There are 14 weight classes, and Central Boys were the only team in the state to have a wrestler in each weight class at the state tournament.
It definitely came from all the hard work we're putting in, the extra hours, extra workouts we're putting in, and just everyone being a team player and just working hard and practicing hard.
Also, with the great season that the boys had this year, their coach Donnie Bowden won Region 3A Coach of the Year.
Oh yeah, 100%. He pushes us. He pushes us and he understands us as a person and as a wrestler, and I think he really deserves this one. So
it's just the way he believes in us. Our practices are tough. And
going back to the state tournament, you can find more pictures and tournament results at South Dakota Public Broadcasting. Now, moving ahead to basketball. Both boys and girls team head out of town for SODAC 16 matches later this week. We'll share results from those state tournament play-in games on our next show. But for this week, we have highlights from each team's final home game of the season. The boys played against the number 4 seeded Sioux Falls Roseville Rough Riders. We'll start at the end of the first quarter with the clock running down. That's when Grant Fritz finds an open Kobe Dowling in the corner. Next, we go past halftime into the third quarter where Parker Lamar takes his defender one-on-one to the hoop to get the and one bucket to drop. Then let's go to the fourth quarter, where you guessed it, it's another Grant Fritz slam. This time the assist comes from Jed Carlson. The Eagles go on to lose this close one, 53-55. We move over to the girls' side, where they face the number 4 seeded Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers for the final game of the regular season. We start this one in the second quarter with the Eagles down. That's when Camden Borg finds Lauren Barkert, who gets the tough floater to drop over 2 Jefferson defenders. Now on to the third, with the Eagles trying to keep it close. That's when they do an out-of-bounds play where Madison Miller finds Katie Withers, who hits the deep 3. Later in the third, with the Eagles trying to get a bucket to fall, Emma Dorr dribbles down the court, then turns around to find an open Lauren Burkhardt to hit the 3. The girls go on to lose this game, 29-59. For this week's SODAC 16 matches, the boys have a rematch with Sioux Falls Roosevelt. The girls travel to Spearfish. Colby?
Thanks, Gavin. And in other competition news, it's a three-peat for Central Show Choir. Eagle Express earned Grand Champion at the Sioux Falls, Washington Best of Show 2024. That's the group's third win in a row this year. It also earned Best Vocals, Best Choreography, Best Crew, and Kat Scott is Best Soloist. And Central's art students competed in the 2024 Regional Art Wars competition. 2 of them qualified for state. Congratulations to Karamia Estes and Liz Presler. That's all for this episode of Eagle Zone. You can always watch our stories whenever you want by scrolling down to the Eagle Zone section of the school district website. That's aberdeen.k12.sd.us. We'll leave you this week with a look at the walking trails in town with this nice weather. With Eagle Zone, I'm Kobe Dowling.